Avoid being around these types of people. I'm just gonna get straight to it. 1, the person that always finds something to complain about. You ever had that one friend, no matter what stage in life, no matter what they're doing, how they're feeling, they always find something to complain? It's cold outside. Oh, it's so cold. It's finally hot. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, my clothes. Oh, this. Oh, my boyfriend. Oh, that one person that's never optimistic about something. They always have something to bitch and complain about. Cut that person off. They're dead weight. Before I even start the video, I should have mentioned, you got to focus on the present relationship rather than, because I hear that a lot. A lot of people don't want to cut people off because they're so focused on the past. Like, that's been my bro since birth. That's been my homegirl since in elementary school. The past is in the past. We're worried about how the relationship is now. And if it's horrible now, it might not get better in the future. Cut it. And a person that always complains, that's dead weight. How are you supposed to elevate if that person doesn't want to elevate? You want to be grateful. You want to start being more appreciative on what you got, but you got somebody in your ear complaining about everything under the sun. Cut that person off. Next, people that gossip. I feel like it's a no-brainer. And if you're guilty in gossiping, you can stop. It's possible to stop gossiping. You know what I'm saying? I used to fall victim to that. I used to be in a friend group where drama always followed us everywhere we go. And I found myself being in drama that I had no business in. I wouldn't even know these people, but these people knew me. And I'm like, huh? Avoid drama. Avoid somebody that gossips. Avoid somebody that everywhere they go, drama follows them. Because that person, if they are putting themselves in drama, they're going to put you in it too. If a friend is so quick to gossip about another friend or gossip about another person behind their back, what makes you think you're special? They're not going to do that to you. A person that gossip, a friend to all is a friend to none. You're sitting here like, oh yeah, my homegirl, she talk about X, Y, and Z, but she won't do it to me though. Yeah. That's what they all say. Everybody wants to be the exception. She's going to talk about you too. He's going to talk about you. They're going to talk about you too. You're not special when it comes to that. Sorry, but it's the truth. And that kind of ties in, people that gossip and people that put you in dangerous situations. I feel like those go hand in hand. That's not your friend if everywhere you go, you're always risking your life. They're speeding in traffic. They're starting fights in public. They bring you in sketchy places. That's not your friend. They don't care about... If they don't care about their own life, what makes you think they're going to care about yours? If a person... If you want good grades, why are you friends with somebody that doesn't care about theirs? They're going to bring you down. Birds of a feather flock together. And that's the hardest pill I had to swallow in high school. For the longest, signs, God would show me signs these people are not meant for you. All the time, random people would tell me, I would always see the phrase, birds of a feather flock together, when I was in that friend group that did not serve me. When that was something I did not want to hear for the life of me, but I needed to hear that because it's the truth. It's the truth. You are what you hang around with. You are what you put your energy to. So be careful of that. And a friend that puts you in danger, puts you in drama, all they do is party, drinks, smoke irresponsibly, don't do anything, have no ambitions in life. That's dead weight. I don't care if you've been their friend since birth, y'all best friends, who cares? Until they get their stuff together, be friends with them then. But until then, within life, there's seasons. Not everybody's supposed to be permanent. There's people out here that are meant to be temporary. With seasons that come, people come in and out your life. That's how it is. Some people are just meant for one specific chapter. 444 on the clock. Come on now. Anywho, the third person, people that are insecure. I understand everybody has emotional baggage. Everybody has something. Everybody has a few, anything. Everybody got flaws. You know what I'm saying? But if you're sitting here, right, and every time they give a compliment, you have a bad feeling, or they envy what you got, they're not happy with what they look like in the mirror, you don't be friends with them. I understand it's not their fault, but yet it's their responsibility to fix it though. You know what I'm saying? If they're not focused on gaining confidence, having a better self-esteem, actually elevating themselves to be confident, to love themselves, if they constantly like, oh, I don't like myself, or I look this, or I look that, and they're just so self-deprecating, and they're just basically fishing for compliments, cut that person off. That's dead weight. That's dead weight. Like, I know it's harsh from what I'm saying, but it's the truth. How are you supposed to elevate if you got somebody that's bringing you down? An insecure person is not a friend of mine. I barely got friends, and I'm fine that way. I'd rather be alone than be around people that will bring me down in life. People so worried about friends. Friends are not everything. And when I'm talking about friends, significant other, family members, coworkers, anybody. Anybody, bro. If a person is insecure, that's a dangerous person to be around. If they're insecure, that's a dangerous person to be around. I'm not talking about a person that has insecurities, because everybody does. I'm talking about an insecure person. They are not secure in who they are. That is a dangerous person to be around, and you should not be friends with them. You should not be cool with them. I'm telling you, that's a warning. I'm telling you. And within that insecure friend, it's the same thing with pick-me's. It's specifically for women or people that have female friends. That one girl that's a pick-me, she all up in a guy's face. The moment a guy calls her phone, oh, I gotta leave, bye, ditches you. They put a guy over everybody. The moment they got a boyfriend, they're nowhere to be found. Cut them off. That's like one of the worst friends to be around. That's one of the worst people to, bro. The moment some guys come around, they start switching up. All of a sudden, you're the butt of the joke. Some guys come around, all of a sudden, oh, your booty's tight, try to bring you down, throw you under the bus or something. Yeah, no, like, cut them off. That is dead weight. A woman that values a man over everything is not your friend. I hope you know that. A pick-me or a woman that's so addicted to male validation is not your friend. They have no capability of being a friend to anybody. They're not even a friend to themselves, because if they love themselves so much, they would never put another person before them. I'm talking about they eat, sleep, and breathe male validation, or even female validation, whatever they're into. Cut them off. I don't care if you've been friends since kindergarten. Cut them off. Because this is how people get set up. I've seen it with my own two eyes. This girl, right? I was cool with her. I went to the party one time with her. We're cool. We're kicking it. Something told me, look around. And I found this other girl that I'm cool with. I'm like, hey, I'm chatting up with her. I'm chatting. Okay, I came with this one girl, right? I'm looking around the party. I can't find her. The party's about to end. I'm calling her. I'm like, where you at? Like, I can't find you. Oh, I met this one guy. You know, girl, it's been a while since I got any place. So, I had to give. Yeah, left me. Thank God I knew somebody at that party. Thank God. I went home. Like, she was my ride. I'm like, girl, my ride just ditched on me. She was like, it's fine. Went home that way. If I didn't have a person that is so worried about getting some play, so worried about getting some girls, or somebody getting some guys, or getting people, whatever, they do not value you. If they're willing to risk their own life, they don't care about yours. Because that's crazy. You meet a random person at a party, you just get up and leave with them? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But anywho, I digress. What, we at number 4? Okay. For all my spiritual people, if you know, you know. People that are still asleep. Every time you call their phone, all they want to talk about is just 3-dimensional stuff. Everything that's in the Matrix. The moment you mention about elevating yourself, meditation, manifesting, actually loving yourself more and taking care of yourself, they can't bring anything to the conversation. They don't want to talk about it. Oh, that's boring. They so worried about guys or girls. Celebrity BS, that's a distraction. The president election. Everything that's within the matrix, that's all they talk about. You call them up, that's all they're talking about. That's all they're talking about. They watch Baddies or Bad Girls Club or whatever those very low vibrational shows are. All they talk about is stuff on TikTok or Instagram. They got nothing. They don't want to talk about themselves. They don't talk about but they don't talk about meditation. They don't talk about actually evolving as a person. Like, yeah, I started going to the gym. I started this hobby. I started doing this. I'm in this program. I started a new job. I started creating content. Nothing. That's all they talk about. Just three-dimensional BS. That's it. You gotta cut them off. It's either you gotta cut them off or you gotta make distance. I still got friends, but I have distance within them. I have a gap between them because it's like when it comes to like talking about anything spiritual, they can't contribute to the conversation. They get bored. All of a sudden, they quiet. But when they want to talk about three-dimensional stuff, I gotta act like I care. I don't. But it's okay. Like, I'm still cool with them, but it's like I'm not gonna allow that to drain my energy. All they talk about is the news. Here we go. I'm not gonna let that drain my energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do what you gotta do. And I forgot to mention, those same people that like love to complain, I forgot to mention, like, they constantly do the same thing. They complaining about they boyfriend, but that's always cheating and beating on them. Okay, leave them. No, but he they complain about the same things they were complaining about 2 years ago. They never changed. Never changed. And that goes into person number 5. People that never change. People that they're the same person they were 5 years ago. People don't see a problem within that. They don't see a problem within that. Like, they're around the same people, eating the same food, watching the same stuff, doing the same things, still partying, still drinking, still smoking, like all that. All that. Not evolving at all. But yeah, look at you crazy because you're changing. Yeah, we're supposed to evolve as humans. We're supposed to. Why are you the same person you were 5 years ago? You graduated high school and you're the same person you were in high school? That's tough. That's crazy. No. Do better. Do better. And they're not doing the same thing. They just stuck in limbo at that point. Blocking all their blessings. They're their own perpetrator of their own downfall. And let me see. I think this is the last person I'm gonna think about. This is like one of the biggest ones. People that can never take accountability. Actually, let me use this as an umbrella. People that are emotionally immature. They're 20 or they're 40, but got the mental capacity of a 12-year-old. People that are emotionally immature. They cannot take accountability. They can never own up to their mistakes. Same thing. They're always the victim. They can never understand another person's perspective. They can never take criticism. People that are emotionally immature. They can't regulate their emotions. They can't control their emotions. People that are emotionally immature. You got to stay away from these people. And if you're emotionally immature right now, at least you're admitting that and you're taking the first step into getting better. Because unfortunately, people that are emotionally immature, usually it's trauma that caused that. When you experience a high amount of trauma or whatever at a certain age, your mental capacity, like how you are and your mindset and your maturity stay stagnant at that age. So let's say you got traumatized when you're 12. You're going to stay like you're a 12-year-old. You might not think, oh, you're a 12-year-old, but it's like you have the mental capacity and the mindset of a 12-year-old. You're emotionally stunned. You know what I'm saying? You guys are getting in an argument, but they're so focused on what you're doing and what you said during the argument, but yet they don't want to take accountability of what they said. Oh, but you said this and this to me. Okay, but you said this and this to me. They so worried about how they feeling. They're not even taking account for what you're feeling. You always got to say, I'm sorry. But when it's their turn, it's not a big deal. You tell them, hey, you shouldn't be eating that. That's bad for your health. Why are you telling me what to do? You're making me feel bad. People that want you to tell them what they want to hear instead of what they need to hear. Yeah, that's very emotionally immature. Very emotionally immature. You tell them, hey, maybe you should do this. Let's do this together. You want to say you want to improve. Let's do that. You hold them accountable for what they said they were going to do. Oh, I'm going to stop eating this. The moment you tell them, I thought you said you would stop eating that, they blow up. Well, why are you paying attention to what? Emotionally immature. Emotionally immature. A person, right? You tell them, and you're sharing, hey, this is how I feel. The other day you did this, and this to me. I want to first apologize, but also when you did this is how I felt, and this is how you made me feel. And they see it as an argument, and they start getting defensive. A person, right? A person that sees you sharing your feelings as an argument is never going to understand you. That relationship is already gone. A person that's so adamant in misunderstanding you can never hear what you're trying to say. Don't waste your time on trying to convince yourself or try to convince them on something. If that person's already so adamant on misunderstanding you, you tell them your side of the story, instead of them actually trying to understand your perspective, they get defensive and try to argue. They're already emotionally immature. You're trying to say, hey, X, Y, and Z, and then they trying to be like, well, you did. This is not an argument. I'm stating, hey, you did this. I expect you to at least take accountability and try to fix it. But you see it as me arguing. Are you 5? Because unfortunately, a lot of people are. And those people do not have any space to be around you. How are you supposed to elevate when you got people like that around you 24/7? They suck in the energy out of you, draining your energy. Every time you talk to them, you feel tired. You start yawning. I wonder why. Those people have no space in your life. Simple. Thanks for watching. Stay honest. Protect your energy. And stay beautiful, reflection. Thanks for watching, and thanks for having time with Tati. I'm out.